I should probably do some kind of intro, but I don't really know what to do this week. I don't have music. Little boxes on the hillside, and they're all made out of ticky-tacky, and they're all... No, that's not right. How do those words go? Beach check. It's still here. I feel like I throw you into these things every week without any real context, so small setup. Every Monday, I write a post and share it with the world. Every Friday, I make a video about where the inspiration for that post came from. This week, it's about being given a life box at the start of your life, and you put things in and out of that life box all your life. You can read it before you watch this if you want, but you don't have to. I'll read it to you at the end if you like. That'll be a treat. Let's just rip the Band-Aid right off and say, welcome back to the creative coalface, where we chip away and mine the resources available to us to deep dive into this rubbish and ramble that I produce on a weekly basis. This week's episode is to do with the post, Are you carrying unnecessary weight in your life box song? That was about carrying around your life box and what you put in and out of the life box, and perhaps you have too much stuff in there, which is highly possible and in fact very likely.
What's in the
Kraken.
box?
This week's post was not a conceptual piece, it's more of a philosophical piece.
Socrates, the only true wisdom consists in knowing that you know nothing.
I sometimes like to get on my little soapbox and have a little a box.
In the clearing stands a boxer.
So this is technically my philosophy about carrying around a life box and what you keep and what you take out. Actually, let's do a little side tangent. This is a notebook. Well spotted.
Well, duh.
I used to be a huge Moleskine fan. Let's talk notebooks for a second. This is not a Moleskine. This is my new favourite notebook. They're made by Zequens. I like them because... Wait, focus. They're flexible. Not on me. Focus on the book. There we go. Yep. Flexible, nice soft cover. Blank pages. If you're into pasting, collaging...
Crafting mishaps range from paper cuts to murder.
That kind of thing. The cool thing about this notebook is that it will expand to fit the contents.
Shut up and get to the point!
This is my book of streams, where I have little, it literally says stream ideas. And what I'll do is there's usually like a word on each page, and I'll write some like ideas for this could be a future issue of the stream. When I actually use one of them, I put a little stamp completed and the date that it was on there. It seems like I'm organised. Let me tell you something.
Jean shirts.
I am not. Anyway, so I sat down on Sunday to try come up with I wanted to generate 5 one-word things that I could potentially write about in the future. I did the first 2, and then I wrote the word box.
There's a box in my head and inside is a box.
And just started to write a bunch of things. At the start of your life, you are given one box. Throughout your life, you put stuff in the box, walk around with it, take stuff out to make room for other stuff. You get one box.
Do not get it wet. Keep away from fire.
Do not allow cats. And that came pretty quickly. And, I'd struggled a bit trying to think what the angles were for the other 2 things that I'd written. So it became obvious that I was going to write the post box.
Heart-shaped box.
Instructions for your life box. Almost like a step-by-step.
This is what you want. This is what you get.
This is how you use your life box. And it's about the sort of emotional currency you put onto the things that you own and whether they deserve to have that sort of currency or not, or whether you should let them go.
Let it go.
And the difficulty that you may have with letting them go, but also just the things that you put into the life box and the things that you should take out, like toxicity and all that kind of stuff. The philosophy of the box. The box is a metaphor. Is it a metaphor? It's definitely a mechanism. Anyway, let's go through it, shall we?
Let me get to the point.
The draft itself, sometimes it takes me a while to write these things. I wrote this in maybe an hour. It came out, I would say, fully formed. That is very rare, that something just flows out of me like that. So we start with, at the start of each life, you will be given a box. This box is empty. This box is designed to last the entirety of your life, which may be many decades. or not. Throughout your life, you will place items inside the box. You will then proceed to walk around with these boxed items. Periodically, you will remove items from the box to make room for other items. This is the whole crux of the philosophy. You get the box, you put stuff in, you carry it around, you take stuff out. You're constantly in this cycle of putting things into the box, taking things out of the box.
You get the point.
The size of the box has to be constrained. It's like when you move from a small apartment to a big apartment, you just adjust your life to fill the apartment and you still don't have any room. That's why you've got to keep the box this one size. It has to be easily carried, is the point. You will receive one box and one box only. You only get this life kind of thing. I'm not speaking in code. I mean the box. You all know what the box is, right? Actually, is the box you or is the box life? Well, you are carrying the box, therefore the box is an extension of you, and you are your life. So, whoa. It's not just talking about the minutiae of the box. You should be constantly reviewing the contents of the box.
I don't need this stuff!
And making adjustments accordingly.
I need this!
Memories are simply the vapor trails of experience. Quite like that line. Is it okay to like your own stuff?
I like you very much, just as you are.
Should the box get too heavy at any point, simply ask a friend to help carry the load until you can get it back to a more manageable. Sometimes things in life get a little out of control, and we as human beings have trouble asking for help. If your box is getting too heavy, take a load off Fanny. Ask someone to help carry it for a bit. You don't have to take the whole thing, just a corner. Keep the box away from fire, emotional and actual. In my mind, the box that you're given is made of cardboard. I think because cardboard can be both strong and vulnerable, and that's life. That's a person. You are both strong and incredibly vulnerable. You can find strength through vulnerability. Gosh, the stream's real deep this week, guys.
Rolling in the deep.
Keep a fire blanket at hand. Call it your box binky if you must label. See, I don't know whether binky is an Americanism, sometimes called a woogie. I can't think what they're called in Australia. Is it a binky? Just that little blanket that little kids carry around.
You go back and you get her busy bee!
Your security blanket is meditation, go for a walk, get a good night's sleep. One of the most neglected things that we do is not get enough sleep, and it's amazing what sleep does. Like if you're really worked up about something, just got to sleep on it. And you might say, well, I can't get to sleep because I'm thinking about it. That's a fair point. I don't really know what to... I shouldn't have brought it up at all. I'm no doctor. I don't know how to deal with these things. The cats may play inside the box with care. In the original notes I said don't let cats near the box. Do not allow cats. But who doesn't love a cat playing in a box? Meow. You don't let a cat in the box. Just be careful though, because like claws, cardboard, with care. Do it with care. Then I did a whole paragraph about how to fix a box. I went on a bit of a side tangent in my research looking at duct tape. I had to Google, is it duct tape or duct tape? It was originally duct tape back in the war. And they started calling it duct tape in 84, I think. Guess what? It was a marketing ploy. Crazy. Just repair your life. Go to the mental equivalent of duct tape in the human world. Therapy. A doctor. Talk to people. You know, communicate. Talk it out. Don't hold it in. Get the shit out of your box. That sounded weird. From time to time, you should close the box. I think that's about taking a mental break. Do frivolous things if you can. Watch a movie. Close the box and watch a movie. I recommend going to see John Wick 4, which is so silly, but amazing.
Amen.
The first couple of minutes, I think I rolled my eyes so hard they looked at the back of the cinema. The box is simply a box and you're the only one that can see it. You don't know someone's situation until you stand in their shoes, or how does that go? I don't know. I'm not very smart. You know, you can't see the box someone's holding in their sexy Instagram post. You can't. It's like got a filter on it. We're wrapping it up now. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. You will take things out of the box. You will put things in the box. You will do this your whole life. Constant rotation. People come in, people go out. Experiences come, experiences go.
Wax on, wax off.
Wax on, wax off.
Money comes, money goes. Into the box, out of the box. That's life. God, I'm a philosopher. All of a sudden. I might go back to school. No. At the start of your next life, you will be given a new box. But that's another life. Do not think about a future box. Right here, right now, the box in front of you. Focus on that. What are you putting into it? What are you taking out of it? Examine contents, assess, adjust contents accordingly. The end. I don't know. I don't know anything. It's all a gamble. But we all get one box. Let's make the most of it. What you keeping in your life box? Got some good shit in there? You throwing all the bad shit out? Let me know in the comments. Someone doing yoga over there. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so that you never miss one of these delightful videos. And I will see you next time. What are the lyrics to Little Boxes?
Here's what I found from musicnotes.com lyrics. Begin little boxes on the hillside. Little boxes made of ticky-tacky. Little boxes on the hillside. Little boxes all the same.
Oh, I did have it right. I don't think that's right.